This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
I like drunk driving with you.
You can't always outrun the one-legged guy.
Oh.
A one-legged man was arrested early Thursday morning for operating a lawnmower while intoxicated and in possession of a loaded firearm.
Oh, wow.
This is in Ross County, Ohio. Deputies were dispatched to a property following a report of a suspicious person with one leg cutting someone's grass while possibly intoxicated. Upon arrival, officers observed Randy Kingsland operating a Craftsman T100 lawnmower with a trailer attached, holding a half-empty bottle of vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Kingsland also matched the description of the suspect having only one leg. As deputies approached, they observed Kingsland run the lawnmower over a solid object, causing him to stop and look back. A purse was found on the ground, apparently dropped and run over by the lawnmower blades. When deputies began to converse with Kingsland, he reportedly threw the vodka bottle and silver thermos into the trailer behind the lawnmower. His speech was heavily slurred, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm drunk." Deputies said in their report that they detected a strong odor of booze on his breath, and given his slurred speech, the odor of booze, and the open container on his person, and his admission of intoxication, well, he was placed under arrest.
His wife's name is Eileen. She has one leg as well.
I know.
It's, yeah, she works at IHOP. I got to remember all the one-legged jokes are coming rolling back in.
I know. Oh, my God.
The Asian version of that is Irene.
No.
Well, it is.
Can't say that.
So how did things end here?
He
Did
went to
sleep it
jail.
off? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't be doing all that.
One-legged lush.
There's your Eileen.
Ah, yeah. Do you think people should get DUIs on bicycles and lawnmowers and skateboards and horses?
Bicycles and lawnmowers for sure. Because you can swerve into traffic on your bicycle, and that can be bad
Yeah,
juju.
that's true.
And your lawnmower, I mean, that can be some bad damage.
Yeah.
You know? I like that he was mowing on someone's property. We don't know whose. Someone's lawn.
I ain't had me a driver's license since 1972. Just on my lawnmower out here. Just getting her done. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
George Jones used to. Didn't his wife take his keys so he had to drive the lawnmower to the liquor store or something like that? True. I think that was her. His lawnmower is in his museum in Nashville. I sat on it on the John Deere. It's upstairs.
Not good, bro.
Somebody actually got a crane and craned his lawnmower up to the 4th floor.
It's bad. It's bad.
Like, all right, weird, strange, but fine.
Man, oh man.
The legend.
So did he have like a prosthetic? Or how is he getting on and off the lawnmower? God, and you're running.
Well, you can have your carbon fiber little half,
I suppose.
with a blade or whatever, they have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
guess.
Have you ever
Down
mowed
there.
drunk, technically?
No, and with a trailer behind you?
Well, I wouldn't
Jeez
push.
Louise.
I wouldn't push mow drunk. I'd have a heart attack.
Your lines in your lawn are going to be all crooked.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I guess there's just no gray area when you're. If you're on your own property, you're okay. You can just drive around drunk all day.
I suppose.
But parking lots and liquor stores and.
Some random person's
Yeah,
lawn.
I guess. I mean.
Frowned upon.
Yeah.
Well, maybe try to hide your booze. Don't just have the half-drank bottle of vodka in your hand as you're driving around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably not a good look. Just throwing it out there. Okay, from Ohio to Florida, a man was arrested early Monday morning for stealing various food and drink items from a Walgreens. According to the new Smyrna Beach Police Department, officers responded to a Walgreens in reference to a business alarm that was going off around 3 a.m. The alarm company told police there was a man inside the store, even though it had been closed since 10 p.m.
Uh-oh.
Security footage showed the man, identified as Christopher Morgan, entering the store's bathroom at 9:40 p.m., but it didn't show him leaving the restroom until 2:42 a.m. So that's about 5 hours, right? Well, he had treated himself to various items in the store, including Tostitos spinach dip, chips, some Reese's, some Ghirardelli chocolate, Dr. Pepper, and a pack of Newports. When officers got there, they could see Morgan through the doors, taking the pack of cigs from behind the counter. In body cam footage, the security alarms can be heard going off as officers help the man unlock the doors from the inside. Once outside, they put him under arrest. And he was visibly confused. He's like, I just came here to use the bathroom and snack for 5 hours.
Right, that's kind of on the store manager, isn't it? You don't clear the bathroom?
I mean... But then again, you look at a lot of these stores don't have a lot of people working there anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you can't be in all places. And if they already did one sweep.
Well, nobody went into the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
You're probably freaking tired at the end of your shift and you're just ready to leave, man.
Maybe he did pass out in the bathroom.
He was in there eating his Tostitos and his chocolate, man.
Yeah, I mean, so you locked me into the Walgreens. I'm going to help myself. That's on you. I'm going to help myself to a couple of snacks till the cops come and save me.
Right.
I can't even get out of here.
Right.
So that's
having a bathroom party.
I would tell the judge, I'm like, they locked me in the stupid store. I was peeing and they locked me in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat some snacks, have a smoke.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast.
Saving you green with every machine. John Green Family Auto is back just minutes away in Milton with completely inspected, polished, and ready to drive pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Trade in your old winter beater for something new to you with financing that's easy on your wallet and beating any competitor's trade appraisal by $500 guaranteed. Stress-free experience, over-the-top service department, and carefully selected pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs as John Green is back and ready to ride with you. John Green Family Auto, just minutes away in Milton, and johngreenfamilyauto.com.
Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
An Ohio man is accused of breaking into several stores, including a pet store, where he let the animals loose. Police say they found Matthew Pancake, which is the greatest name ever.
It's pretty badass.
Matt Pancake, asleep with hamsters in his pants.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Here is an officer talking about the arrest.
We say it all the time. We never know what to expect in our job. And one day, you're running after a suspect. The next day, you're running after a ferret or a bunny.
That's the greatest soundbite I've ever heard in my life. This story has it all.
Now, Columbus police arrested a man accused of breaking into several businesses in West Columbus, including a pet store, where he set several animals loose in the process. Matthew Pancake is charged with breaking and entering and vandalism. Police on scene told 10 TV they got a call about a burglary alarm going off at a Roosters on Nike Station Way. When they got there just after 3 o'clock this morning, they found the restaurant was broken into. Police say video showed a man in leopard print pajamas inside the building.
Dude, this story's amazing.
Oh, dude, it did it again.
It's you slamming your damn hand down.
All right, sorry.
Way officers found the Petland was also broken into and animals were running around the parking lot. Officers found hamsters in Pancake's pants when finally making the arrest.
Leopard print, Pancake, gerbils. He's he just wants his animals free.
Dude.
Holy cow. Is that his legal name, Pancake?
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
Police recovered 2 dogs, multiple birds, a hamster, and 2 bunnies.
I mean, it looks like mental illness, but
it looks a little bit like meth, according to the mugshot.
every time I hear a hamster, I still think Richard Gere for some stupid reason.
Yeah, was that a confirmed thing or was that just urban legend?
I don't think so. I think it was an urban legend, but
Isn't that weird? You know what I think about is urban legends before social media.
oh, true. Yeah.
Like, how did people from Maine?
How did you disprove it?
Maine to California.
Right. Find out.
Knew about Richard Gere and a
Right.
hamster in his bum. or that Marilyn Manson had a rib removed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how?
The first thing that pops up, fact-checking the Richard Gere Gerbil story.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to play that?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Here, I'll read it to you. Poor Richard Gere.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone thinks that Richard Gere's still mad at him for starting the gerbil in the butt story.
Well, I would be too, bro.
Stallone tells that Gere continues to harbor a grudge because Gere believes it was Sly Stallone who started the urban legend about Gere and the gerbil in his butt. Gere and Stallone were on the set of The Lords of Flatbush movie, and the two actors got into a fight one day about chicken grease. What? Where Stallone elbowed him in the side of the head. The tension became so fevered that Gere got kicked off the film. To this day, Stallone says Gere still hates me. And that's why Stallone... Oh, wait. Where's the part where he started? It doesn't even... And then the story just stops. The story goes, Richard Gere got a gerbil stuck in his butt and then had to go to the ER to get it removed, and that's it, and a story. Yet this single-sentence narrative has somehow endured the test of time. Like some ancient folklore passed down from generation to generation. Why has the story been so durable? Where did it come from? First off, let's establish whether gerbling is even a real thing.
It's a verb.
Regards the act of merely a rumored sexual practice. Being a respectable journalist, though, and unwilling to take Wikipedia at face value, I reached out to dozens of gerbil breeders. One of the few said there is no sexual act of gerbling. It's an old urban legend.
Right, because wouldn't you think that their little tiny nails would rip open your capillaries?
For sure. And that's it. I mean, that's it.
It was just... So weird. Why do we do these things?
Hollywood myth. Gere versus the gerbil. If the joke is, if Richard Gere comes into the pet store, tell him you're a hamster. Said two gerbils.
Oh no.
Yeah. I wish it was better. It's not.
That's so wild.
Urban legend says Richard Gere was taken to an emergency room to have a gerbil removed. So maybe it happened, but why Richard Gere is anybody's guess. So that's it. Sorry. Wish I had a better story. There's no medical record of it. Sometime around Pretty Woman in this case. There came a witness testimony. People who claimed they were on duty when Richard Gere came in, bow-legged. Thanks, patient confidentiality. Nice job, guys. Everybody knows Richard Gere's in the hospital. All right. Fair enough. All right, so then the pancake guy, how did that one end?
That's it. They arrested him.
God dang, man.
Yeah.
Couple of cops just walk up and go, I ain't touching this one, dude. That's on you. Yeah.
Well, and maybe the hamsters were probably just warm in his leopard print PJs. They were probably just like, it's nap time. Yeah, wild.
I mean, I like the idea of it. But
yeah.
Weird flex.
Letting the animals go in the pet store, though, not cool. Because, like, the little puppy's going to run off, get hit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Also, at 3 a.m. Nothing good happening.
Right. No plan B. That's the problem.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find a weirdo that did shove a gerbil up his behind.
Man, you got to...
You're right. There probably is one out there. You're right.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
And only 3 countries in the world don't use the metric system?
Or you can listen to this one.
I can't remember where I went Friday. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What did I do on Friday? I got to check my calendar.
If anybody saw me Friday, call.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
I literally have no idea where I was Friday.
Saving you green with every machine. John Green Family Auto is back just minutes away in Milton with completely inspected, polished, and ready to drive pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Trade in your old winter beater for something new to you with financing that's easy on your wallet and beating any competitor's trade appraisal by $500 guaranteed. Stress-free experience, over-the-top service department, and carefully selected pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs as John Green is back and ready to ride with you. John Green Family Auto, just minutes away in Milton, and johngreenfamilyauto.com.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
Okay, Woody Harrelson hasn't had a phone on him in 3 years, a cell phone.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So if you're trying to send him some memes, it ain't going to happen. On the latest episode of the Where Everybody Knows Your Name podcast, how do you feel about podcasts? By the way, the Miles Kennedy podcast is up at johnnyandsuck.com.
That one I love.
Harrelson and his Cheers castmate Ted Danson discussed Harrelson's resistance to phone addiction. Let me explain something about Woody. He doesn't have a phone, Danson revealed. He's one of those bullies in life that make other people carry his phone for him.
Well, he's rich. Rich people generally don't have to talk to people if they don't want to.
I don't. Do you think this is a rich person thing, not having to have a cell phone?
Oh, God, yeah. You've got 10 people handling you. Of course it is.
You don't. Well, what makes me have to carry around a cell phone?
Well, you have a kid, number one.
Nah.
Number two.
My child's 19.
Number two, I like to dial you and chat you up. And number three, you got to order that sweet, delicious pizza. Oh, yeah.
I think there's no reason I need to carry it around with me.
Hey, do you, dude? I don't care.
think it has anything to do with being rich.
Okay. Sure.
I don't understand that stance. What does that have to do?
He's got management, he's got PR, he's got handlers, he's got an agency. Of course they're going to take care of his stuff. He doesn't need to. He's not out doing movie deals and taking care of that stuff. They call this people.
Right, but I think it's more of a it's all this instantaneous thing is all an illusion. Like everybody realizes that, right? Like this, I have to get a hold of you right now. That's not a thing.
Didn't say it was.
Everything can wait.
Yeah.
Everything can really wait. Like it can wait.
But
like you could check your phone in the morning.
My point.
And then you could check your phone at noon hours.
Well, sure, absolutely.
And then you can check your phone at 4:30.
I'm saying when you have money, you have the luxury of disappearing for a month and going off to God knows where and getting high and not having to worry about it because you've got people taking care of your business.
I don't think it's about not having it for a month. It's about phone addiction. He's saying about not carrying a phone around with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about.
I'm saying rich people have more leeway or other people that know how to get a hold of them and be taken care of. Woody Harrelson probably hasn't even pumped his own gas in 20 years.
But that's not what this is about. I just don't like to be readily available to any human being at any time.
Right, because you can get a hold of his people if there's a problem. Sure.
I'm for this. I'm 100% for this.
Well, throw your phone away.
Well, that's not it. That's not it. I think this is 100% the reason why people are feeling burnt out, they're feeling stressed out, and everything else. Because never in the history of mankind have we been available at any time to everybody. Never. Mm-hmm. It used to be. It took 30 days for a goddamn letter to get to you.
Take a time out.
And that's how you knew people wanted to get a hold of you.
Sure.
And now work is able to get a hold of you whenever they want. Your family's able to get a hold of you whenever they want. Perfect strangers are able to get a hold of you whenever they want. Like, it's crazy. And quite frankly, the human brain is not designed for that. Like,
well, mine is, but mine operates a little higher, high frequency digits, mustard stuff.
I like to be in touch with people in a way, but I don't like the appendage on my appendage, he said.
That's so Woody Harrelson.
Right. He hasn't used a cell phone regularly for 3.5 years. He gave it up because he felt like he was spending too much time on it.
Mm-hmm.
I made a thing where I was like, okay, I'm going to set a 2-hour limit on my phone. He said it's like 9:30.
Yeah.
I've already hit my limit at 9:30.
Yeah, that's good. That's not a problem. I should do that too. But when I get a good magazine that comes in the mail, sure, I'd put the phone away. But otherwise, it's too easy to do. It's not hurting anybody. It's probably costing me a little sleep. My point being, a guy like Woody Harrelson, if he's got stocks or whatever, he's got people for that. So he's probably not looking at that as much as people like we would be, losing sleep over NVIDIA falling 50 cents. And if Woody Harrelson wants to go to a Miles Kennedy concert and go backstage, I'm sure Woody doesn't make the call. An assistant makes the call. That's all I'm saying. He probably doesn't take care of a lot of his own stuff. He's got people for it.
Sure. But I don't think that's what this is about. This is about him not wanting to spend too much time on the phone.
Yeah, that's part of it. But part of it's being rich and having people take care of every aspect of your life. I'm just saying he can get away with it more.
Okay.
Because you got money, you don't have to worry about things.
So I woke up and I've been on it already 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because, I just keep going on it and going on it and
Right.
going on it.
You could be doing other things, sure.
He said he wasn't even using applications.
Yeah, right.
Or calling anyone during his screen time. I just had a lot of people to text. I never used it as a phone ever. He recalled I was just texting.
It's kind of like masturbation. Either you control it or it controls you.
I admire what you do with the phones, by the way, Woody. Ted Danson said. I need to emulate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so, too. I don't know. And I'm going to tell you all this right now. Stop checking your work email when you're not at work.
I mean, I respect
Knock it off.
Sure, I respect it. In theory, it's pretty good. I don't see it negatively affecting my life right now. I probably look at it just out of habit too much. So I understand it. I don't dwell on it, but yeah, I mean, he doesn't run a corporation. I mean, he's a creative person. Yeah, I can see it's a little easier for him. But we could put our phone down too. I mean, we could disconnect and stay off and be just fine.
Right. I will maintain my stance on it. I don't think it is easier because he's rich. I still say that it's an illusion that any of it is important.
Well, you say that about you can say that about anything. I mean,
I am saying it about.
I'm just saying when you have money, you have less daily things you need to do. That's all I'm saying, and you do that via the phone.
I'm saying I understand there are daily things to do. Trust me. I'm the instantaneous idea of it needing to be done is BS.
Sure, if that's your philosophy.
Things do not need to be done immediately.
Sure.
You do not need to answer that email right now. You do not need to check that message right now.
Yeah, right.
You do not need to return that phone call right now. You do not need to answer that phone call right now.
Right.
Like all of that, somehow, I don't know how. Like back when we only had landlines, people missed phone calls all the time.
Man, I miss the phone ringing.
You know what I mean? You miss phone calls all the time. And guess what? Life was just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's arguing. Yeah, I think you're making an argument that nobody's disagreeing with. I think that's all fine. I just think when you have money and people that are in charge of keeping you successful and making sure you're at the right place at the right time doing the right thing, you don't need a cell phone. You have people doing that for you. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. I don't know.
If you're asking me if I would miss my phone just because it's not in my hand, I guess it would be a little weird because it's always in your hand. I mean, I guess when you think about it, it is strange that thing is attached to you.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And I don't know.
I mean, we're not teenagers getting bullied, I guess, if you want to detach from it. I don't know. Are there self-help books that attach from your phone? I'm sure there's a lot of help out there if you think you're on your phone too much.
I think it is a crutch.
Oh, totally. Couldn't agree more.
I think it's a whoopee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do we rely on it? Yeah, I mean, is it a addiction? 100%, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't see the downside to it. I'm not on it driving. I mean, I'm not, I try to be smart about it, but so far I don't have that thing where I'm like, okay, well, I'm on my phone way too much. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that, but I understand it. Sure, I understand it. Why? Yeah. I look at why is this thing? Just look at the phone, and then it becomes weird. You feel helpless without it. And that's why everybody says, what did we do before cell phones?
Right.
How did I bank? How did I get directions? How did I Google Map? How did I order Amazon? Blah, 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 blah.
We were talking about this when we were driving up north. MapQuest.
MapQuest.
Like, print out directions from MapQuest and then always be wrong. And then it's like, you'd have to sit and figure out where you went wrong on your MapQuest directions. And then you'd usually have to go ask for directions.
Yeah.
And one of the girls we were with, she's like, oh my God, my social anxiety. And I was like, yeah, you had to just go and talk to somebody anyway.
Right.
Or you were just stranded.
Right.
Right. Your social anxiety would be, it didn't matter.
Right. But there's that thing, there's that stigma where you have to react to a text immediately. That's rewiring your brain a little bit.
Right.
I will not disagree with that.
Right, 100%.
You get anxious and you need to return that text because it's life or death. No, it's not. You're talking about going out for a beer on Friday.
Right, totally. Totally.
But you think it's something funny. I got to do it right now. I'm driving down the road going 70. I got to do it.
Yeah, it's wild.
It is wild. So that I understand. Facebook is a whole different animal. I've got a lot of friends that don't have Facebook or don't participate in Facebook.
The reels and the
right.
Which all of us that have been on TikTok for a while understand, that because they figure out how your brain's working completely, and you don't even have to like a video or interact with a video. If you just hover on a video for a little too long, it will pick up on that. And so next thing you know, like, it's showing up more and more and more in your algorithm.
Yeah.
So then you're just, they're just figuring out how to keep you on that app longer.
Mm-hmm.
It's
all to sell you crap.
You're right.
It's the selling of the crap era, my friend. You go to a doctor's office. Where was I just at? I even noticed there wasn't any magazines in the lobby. Where was I? GHC? I was over there. I had another mysterious rash. Anyways, I think there was a magazine laying there.
Unclean women, dude.
So? Listen, you want to talk to me about cell phone addiction, that's fine. You keep my unclean women out of this. But, no, Facebook's weird. I'll go days and I'll forget to look at Facebook. I do. And then I'm like, oh, crap. I'm supposed to do social media. It's part of my job. Whoops.
The socials.
The soch. What about Facebook? Would you miss Facebook?
Facebook, I tweak my timeline pretty much every day. Which I don't know if I would like to instruct people how to do that. Because now they're showing you all kinds of pages instead of your friends. Click the X button on all of those. Don't look at the stuff. Don't interact with the stuff. Click the X button, and your friends will start showing up more. And then whatever content you don't like, hide it, snooze it. Whatever content you do like, love it, comment, interact. And because all my 90% of my stuff is animal videos and horse training stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Horse groups, recipes, canning stuff, whatever. So it's all stuff like that. When it starts getting muddy with, like, anytime anything political shows up, I'm like, hide.
Is that the noise?
It's like a bomb going off.
It's a cool noise. It's a very cool noise.
So it's I'm trying to keep that a positive environment because it's garbage in, garbage out. No matter what it is, I don't know. And I interact with quite a few friends on there that I don't see in real life that are far away from me.
It's funny, Christy and I'll be sitting having a beer or something, and one of us will be on our phone, and then the other one goes, well, I'll just sit over here and talk to myself. This is a great date.
Yeah.
So we put them down unless you're looking at plans or something like that. But we're our own eyes and ears. All I'm saying is Woody Harrelson has eyes and ears on stuff. You have to be your own Woody Harrelson. We don't have that luxury. That's all I'm saying. It's a luxury to have. It's a luxury to have. But yeah, cell phone addiction, man. I don't know. If we made it illegal, life would still go on. I'm sure it would.
Yeah, 100%.
But
I will say, though, I think it is important because you will stay on that phone when you're with your significant other or your kid or whatever. I think you need, and maybe it's mealtime, maybe it's, I don't know. But there should be like designated time where you're not on that phone.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
It is weird. You go to dinner and you see couples that aren't looking at each other.
Yeah.
They're not talking.
Yeah.
It's buried in the cell phones.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're losing your social skills a little bit. So you don't have to. It's like you don't have to remember a phone number anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of forget to learn how to be interesting.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's that drastic, but it seems to be happening.
Or like it's sad, kind of.
But our days aren't planned. Do rich people plan their days? I don't know.
My days are planned.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know about you. My days are planned.
Yeah.
But like yesterday,
I'm just saying their plans involve millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, my plans don't. My plans definitely don't involve millions of dollars. We had a pool day yesterday. I don't think we were on our phone at all. Well, I was on my phone because someone was scheduling an appointment, but after that, it was over. But
I mean, I could see going and hitting it rich and going to my beach home and throwing my phone in the ocean. I can see that. Don't do that. That's not good. It'll get stuck in a turtle's throat or something.
yeah, why do you hate turtles? They're kind of assholes.
But I love the concept of it. I love the idea of it. It's not real practical.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.